Twitter has hired a new head of product, Keith Coleman. He worked at Google for like a decade, oversaw product at Gmail. He then went on to his own startup. Twitter has now bought that startup, elevated him into this position. Again, he's one of many, many people in this
Six
job.
in like a small number of years.
Yes,
it's like a revolving door.
What?
Except they never come back.
Why is this guy gonna be the secret sauce?
Well, so he came from Google, so you're gonna sprinkle some of that Google dust on things, right?
The last one came from Google as well.
He oversaw Gmail, which is seen as, you know, a pretty successful product. I mean, in a very short amount of time. Everybody switched, not everybody, but almost everybody switched to Gmail. So in some ways, he's got that. He's got some wind at his back. It's a very big hurdle to overcome at Twitter. That question of what is the Twitter product, and will Twitter be able to make this appealing to a bigger user base? What does he have to do? It's a very big, tall order.
So on that note, there was sort of an outcry on Twitter from a lot of Twitter enthusiasts. This guy's only tweeted 150 times ever. You know, he maybe isn't as passionate about the product as one would like. Megan Quinn of Spark Capital tweeted in response, "I was horrified by the Twitterverse reaction to Keith Coleman accepting the VP of product job today. Pessimistic, rude, and embarrassing."
But maybe it's the best thing if you think about it. Twitter needs to appeal to a broader audience. Who's it used by? Politicians, Donald Trump, celebrities, a lot of journalists. We're such snobs about it, and we've created, right? Come on. Oh, she doesn't tweet that much. He doesn't tweet. He doesn't know how to tweet, right? Here's a guy who doesn't use it a lot. Twitter needs to appeal to that kind of an audience.
And to Tom's point, this is arguably the hardest position to fill at Twitter, and an outsider might bring much needed perspective. And the app that he had created, yes, could have some interesting features integrated into Twitter, like bringing friends together, quickly getting a mass critical of people to talk about a subject. Those are all things Twitter wants to achieve.
So I hear that, but I'm thinking of Daniel Graff, who also came from Google, who also, I remember when he got the job, he tweeted like 9 times. It didn't work out. I mean, I think he was there for less than a year.
No, you're absolutely right. It's hard to argue. I mean, with the uphill challenge that anybody has right now at Twitter. There's a lot of change right now. They've got a CEO who's dividing his time. They just elevated Anthony Noto, giving him a lot more responsibility, making a big push into video, which is in some ways we're starting to see some results of that. Thursday Night Football, a lot of people still tuning into that. So we're seeing some results of it. It's widening the appeal. What kind of a product does this guy, you know, what does he make, what does he do to make it appeal to a much bigger audience? No one thinks these guys are going to become Facebook. It's not going to become that, it's never going to become that useful, but it's got to appeal to a broader audience and widen the appeal for advertisers.
Okay.